Please be seated. Welcome to the 2025 Winter Athletic Assembly. It's been a great winter of sports competition and creating lasting memories with your coaches and teammates. Our varsity girls hockey team took home 2 major tournament wins. Our prep girls hockey team won their league playoffs. Our senior girls volleyball team won the Ottawa tournament in their league and playoffs. And finally, the prep hockey boys won a tournament, their league, and the CCHL playoffs. A sincere congratulations to those teams and to all of you on your successful winter seasons. This winter did not come without its challenges. We all grieved the loss of our senior girls basketball coach, Mr. K. You'll hear more about Coach K from his co-coach, Ms. Davis, later in the program. As we have a record number of wonderful programs to hear from tonight, 16, I'll get right to the important thank yous. But before I do, I just want to remind you to turn off your phones. Do that now. On behalf of all of us in this room, I'd like to give a big thank you to several special people. This long list of dedicated people is the reason sports at Stansted are so great. Thank you to Ms. Sonia Perron, Mr. Maxime Boulet, Mrs. Holly Moore, and Ms. Victoria Gagne in the Health Center, and to our athletic therapist, Ms. Megan Vincent. Thank you to Ms. Nikki Campbell for kickstarting the first half of the new boot camp program, and thank you to Ms. Boivin for taking it over in January. Both of you did a wonderful job. A sincere thank you to Ms. Sophie Blair for all you did to keep the Skittles crew running smoothly. Thank you to Ms. Wilkinson for getting outside with the group of cross-country ski kids every chance you could. And thank you to Mr. Simard and Mr. Paul Thompson for stepping up without being asked when our senior girls needed your support. Thank you to the maintenance department, the ladies in the laundry, the team at the arena, our drivers, and our kitchen staff who all work tirelessly to make sure we have everything we need. Your program simply wouldn't run without this very dedicated group of people. Thank you to Mr. Murray and Miss Garrett, who follow you around all winter, capturing still shots and videos, and they do an incredible job. Thank you to Ms. Guerrera for all her help preparing these events and for doing such a great job supporting me in running the athletic program. Thank you to Danielle Boisvert in the athletic store. Danielle continues to help in more ways than one. And finally, a huge thank you to your coaches and a special thanks to Ms. Quinn Smits, Ms. Nicole Davis, and Ms. Heather Goodsell, who all did this out of the goodness of their heart. Your coaches work hard to ensure your athletic experience is as memorable as possible. Make sure you find them and thank them for this memorable season. So a big round of applause to all those people I mentioned, the people who made this winter term so successful. So without further ado, let's kick things off with junior girls volleyball, Miss Allie Fraser. But before she comes up, Miss Fraser is leaving us this year. And Miss Fraser has been an integral part of building this volleyball program. We didn't have a junior team. She said, I'll do it. And this year she took on 25 kids, and this program will carry on because of her awesome dedicated service. So thank you.
So, as you can all hear, I have a voice this year, so this is an improvement already. We're still going to keep this short and sweet, though. All the usual thank yous to Mr. Spirk for believing in our team and expanding our league this year, to Danielle and the Wellness Center for their help and support this season. The biggest thank yous go out to Quinn and to Maddock for being our assistant coaches. I don't think we would have had the same season without them. I'm going to start my speech by confessing something. I really hate public speaking. Now, to me, this is very different from teaching or to talking to my classes, but here in front of this crowd, I am super nervous to talk to you all. So, knowing that this was coming up, I figured the best way to get ready was to practice. And that leads me to what I want to talk about today. Why do we practice? What is the purpose? Why do we spend hours running drills, perfecting serves, running through exhaustion? And the answer is simple. Practice is the foundation for success. Every drill, every sprint, every repetition of a serve or a hit is a step towards improvement. And there were days when it was tough, when the legs were really heavy, when it feels like every single ball was shanked to the side of the court, and when nothing seemed to go right. When they dreaded seeing Mr. Kusei back for another day of conditioning, but instead of giving up, this team, my team, showed up. They put in the work, they pushed through the frustration, and committed to getting better every single day. And beyond the scoreboard, practice teaches us something even greater. It shows us the value of perseverance, of teamwork, and in believing in each other and ourselves. So the success we celebrate today and all of our teams isn't just about winning, it's about knowing that with effort, any of you are capable of achieving anything. So I do have one more thank you, and that's to my team. Thank you for continuing to try, for showing up every day ready to work. What I love most about this team is that they didn't just play to win, though the wins we finally got were really great. They played for the joy of the game, and mostly for post-game McDonald's. But the growth that I've seen in them this season has been incredible. So thank you. So I'm just gonna list off these awards really quickly. And once I'm done, you can come up, I guess. The first award is for sportsmanship. So this award goes to the girl that is always the loudest on the bench. Win or lose, she's gonna cheer her teammates on, she's gonna call out the play, and she's gonna let everyone in the team know how important they are. So the winner for this sportsmanship award this year is none other than Tammy Osabaño. The next couple awards I have are for junior S's. So our first junior S goes to a player whose positivity and coachability have made a huge impact on our team. They were always eager to learn, they supported their teammates, and gave their best effort, which makes them a true example of what a teammate should be. And this goes to Kimmy Zhu. The second junior S I have goes to a player that showed with incredible heart, determination, and dedication at every single practice. No matter the challenge we had, she lifted all of her teammates up and proved that effort and passion are just as much as important as talent, and this goes to Camille Lacroix-Pilon. My next junior S is for one of our youngest players on the team this year. She stepped onto the court with a lot of raw talent, determination, and a fairly fearless attitude. She never let the challenges or setbacks bring her down and always focused only on growth and getting the next point. So this goes to Mackenzie Whiskey-Chan. And the final junior S I have is for a player who showed tremendous growth throughout this season, proving that hard work and perseverance really do pay off. She never stopped pushing herself to improve, and her dedication made a real impact to both her game and to our team, and this goes to Olivia Leger. You guys can come up and get your awards.
next program to speak, junior girls basketball, Mr. Liverpool. Thank you, Mrs. Burke.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome and congratulations to all of you on all of your success. Before I get started, I want to just say a quick thank you to my assistant coach, team mom, and my good friend, Ms. Goodsill. So thank you very much for your help this season. And we'll jump right into it. I'm going to try and keep this as short and sweet as I can. Ladies, as we come to the close of this season, I want to take a moment to reflect on everything we've experienced together. Yes, it was a challenging season, and the scoreboard didn't always reflect the effort and heart you all put into every game. We faced struggles, and at times, the inexperience and youth on the floor were evident. But here's the truth. What we may have lacked in experience, we more than made up for in effort and determination. Through every tough game, you didn't back down. Instead, you embraced the learning process, asking questions, working together, and making adjustments. You came to practice with energy and focus, always eager to improve, and it was that growth, day by day, that really stood out. This season wasn't about wins and losses. It was about becoming true students of the game. You learned lessons, both on and off the court, and now you are better players, you're better teammates, and you're more resilient individuals than you were when we started. I am incredibly proud of the progress each of you has made, and while the scoreboard, once again, didn't always show it, the improvement, effort, and teamwork were undeniable. Keep that hunger to learn and grow, because that will carry you far, no matter the outcome. So great things are ahead for this group of young ladies, and I want to thank you very much for an incredible season. I have four awards that I need to give out. The first one I will start with will be the Sportsmanship Award. I would ask that all three of you wait, or four of you, excuse me, wait until, or hold your applause, please, until all four have been called out. So today, I'd like to take a moment to celebrate Cecilia Riddle, a player who has truly exemplified growth and dedication this season. When Cecilia first joined the team, she was still learning the ropes of the game, but her commitment to improvement was clear from the very start. Through hard work and perseverance, she developed in every area, from her skills on the court to her understanding of the game itself. Cecilia's strength, leadership, and unshakable dedication have been invaluable to this team. Her presence will be greatly missed next season, but we are all better for having her as a part of this team. Thank you, Cecilia, for your commitment to the growth of this team and for always giving your best. Congratulations on earning this year's Junior Girls Basketball Sportsmanship Award. I'd like to now take a moment to recognize Olivia Goodsell Martell for her incredible passion and love for the game. Olivia's energy and enthusiasm have been infectious all season, and her improvement has been remarkable. She's grown in every aspect of her game, especially in recognizing when to take that open shot, and more importantly, when to make that extra pass to create a better opportunity for her teammates. Her leadership and strength will continue to evolve, and I have no doubt that she'll play a huge role in our success next season and beyond. Olivia, thank you for your commitment and dedication to this team's growth. I'm excited for what lies ahead, and I'm looking forward to next season with great anticipation. The next award that I'd like to recognize is Taya Liverpool for her outstanding dedication to the sport of basketball and her relentless determination to perform at a highest level. Taya has worked tirelessly to improve in every aspect of her game, and her ability to see the floor, find the open player, and deliver an accurate pass has truly elevated our team. Her growth this season has been impressive, and I'm excited to see her continue to lead by example next year. Taya, thank you for your commitment and dedication to the team's development. I'm really looking forward to another season with you, and I can't wait to see all the progress that we're able to make. And my last award goes to Ebony Archer for her incredible dedication and growth throughout this season. From the start of the year, Ebony showed a commitment to improving her game, and her hard work paid off in every area. She's especially excelled at moving the ball up the floor with pace and precision, helping to drive our offense forward. More than just her skills, Ebony has been a true leader both on and off the floor, setting an example for her teammates with her work ethic and attitude. As she graduates from the junior program, I have no doubt she will be a force to be reckoned with at the senior level next season. Ebony, thank you for your commitment to the team's growth and for your leadership. I look forward to watching you continue to excel and lead by example in your senior years. Thank you very much. Come on up.
Next program to speak, U15 hockey, Miss Tugas.
Good evening, coaches, faculty, and most importantly, the players of our U15 hockey team. First, I want to thank a group of people who all played a major role shaping this team throughout the season. Mr. Smits, Mr. Magnan, Mr. Ryu, Joseph, and the backbone of our team, Mr. Chandler. As I stand here tonight, I can't help but reflect on the incredible journey this team has taken this season and continue to go on throughout playoffs this weekend. When we first came together, we were a group of young boys and girls who all shared one thing, a passion for hockey. But over the months, through hard work, determination, and teamwork, you became more than just players on the team, you became a family. And at times we were a dysfunctional family, but we always found a way to come back together. This season has been filled with challenges, but throughout all, you showed resilience, heart, and an unwavering love for the game. The way you played for each other, supported each other, and never backed down is what makes this team special. Hockey isn't just about the goals, the wins, or the stats. It's about the moments that define us. Pushing each other to be better in practice, lifting each other up after a tough loss, and celebrating the victories, big or small. Watching you all grow, not only as hockey players, but as teammates and young men and women, has been the greatest reward of coaching. As we head into playoffs, remember what brought us here, trust in your skills, trust in your teammates, and most importantly, enjoy every second of it. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about the scoreboard, it's about the memories you create, the friendships you build, and the love of the game that keeps you coming back. So no matter what happens next, you've already shown what it means to be a team. Now for our awards. We have 2 Junior S awards and a Sportsmanship award. You can all come up together at the end. For our Junior S award, these awards are awarded to 2 players who lead by example. They might not always be the loudest in the room, but their actions speak louder than words. Their dedication, work ethic, and unwavering commitment set the standard for everyone around them. Whether in practice or in games, their relentless drive inspires teammates to push harder and to be better both on and off the ice. Our Junior S awards are awarded to Senna Shirakavi and Ben Magnan. For a Sportsmanship award, it's not easy being a girl on a U15 hockey team, but these 2 embraced the challenge, supported each other and their teammates, and formed a strong bond that made a lasting impact on the team. I hope this season has been a memorable one for both of you and leaves you excited for the next chapter at Stansted, where you'll continue your journey with the Prep Girls hockey team. The Sportsmanship Award is co-awarded to Haley Gilbert and Beatrice Rowe.
Next program to be recognized, Bantam Boys Basketball. Speaking first, Mr. Kusei.
Let me give you a little taste of our season. It started off with absolute chaos. Henricks body slammed somebody off the opening tip-off like it was WWE, and we racked up an incredible 36 points in our first game. However, we managed to win that game. Not our finest moment, but we still managed to win. From there, it was a mix of big wins, tough losses, and one unforgettable trip to Ottawa, where Herman, David, and Nemo finally got their chance to shine. Many Big Macs, chicken nuggets, and McFlurries later, we ended up our season in the consolation final where the boys played their hearts out and finished the game with only 9 fouls, a true sign of growth. Through it all, we laughed, learned, and actually became a team. Not just a bunch of boys, not just a bunch of guys, we became a team, a real squad. This season, the boys didn't just grow as basketball players, they learned about grit, teamwork, and focus. They also learned a bit about themselves. Aiden Lynch somehow thinks our team mascot is a lion. Don't ask about it, I don't know where he got that from. But when he is locked in, he is a beast in the post position, cleaning up the backboard rebound after rebound. Ethan was the heart of the team, a true leader, a captain. Always ready to help out a teammate and support one another and play whatever had to be done. Garrett figured out how to drive the net like a pro, and his improvement this season was off the charts. He was a huge part of our offense. Raymond was our defensive ninja. Quick feet, sharp focus, and capable of locking down anybody in our league. David didn't play a ton of minutes, but when he was out there, he gave it everything he had and played some seriously tough defense. Nemo didn't get to play much either. However, he made the most out of every minute and made some truly memorable baskets. Chad, despite being one of the smaller players out there, he made some really quick, smart passes and drove the net with zero fear. Iso had a good understanding of the game, and when he got the ball in the low post, he didn't miss his shot very often. Kai played his whole heart out. Passion, emotion, and drive. Every game, he left it out there, everything out there on the court for his teammates. Rama, dangerous with the ball. He broke so many ankles this year, I'm surprised we didn't get a special bill for physio. Noah got on a shooting streak really quickly. It didn't matter where he was on the court, buckets were dropping. Herman made the most of his playing time on the court. He took every opportunity to learn more about the game and overall became a very well-rounded player. Henricks had a one-in-a-kind mindset. If the bucket wasn't cool looking, it didn't count. He made flying through the air look easy and used his height like a real-life cheat code. I got it. Renato turned every fast break into a solo highlight reel. Blazing speed, smart plays, and a growing understanding of how to use his teammates made him a serious threat. Finally, our time came to an end with a Mr. Kusei versus Miss Scrabby showdown, which started in December. Team Kusei came out victorious and won well-deserving bragging rights and a week without laundry. It's been an absolutely pleasure coaching you boys. Thank you for everything you've done for us. Each one of you brought something unique to the court, and it was amazing watching you grow. We are so proud of everything you've accomplished this year and look forward to what you have to offer this spring. I will now pass it off to Ms. Scrabby, who will present our Bantam S's and Sportsmanship Award.
I would just like to make a correction. We started our first game with 36 fouls, not points. So that's why 9 fouls in our last game is such a big win. That was the punchline to Mr. Kusei's speech. I would just like to start off with thanking everybody that makes this winter athletic program possible. I also want to thank Mr. Kusei and my Bantam boys basketball team for making this my first memorable assistant coaching year at the sport with very little knowledge in the sport, but you guys made it a lot of fun. So I'm going to present our 2 Bantam S's and our Sportsmanship Award. Boys, when the Sportsmanship Award is called at the end of that, then you may come up for your award. So the first Bantam S Award goes to a guard who truly stepped up to the court. Not only was he a strong offensive force all season, but he also grew into a true team player. He used his teammates effectively and helped create key plays when it mattered the most. Renato, your season has been nothing short of amazing. Thank you for your hard work, growth, and contribution to the team. The first Bantam S goes to Renato Santibanez Arroyo. Our second Bantam S goes to a post, who was a key part of our team on both ends of the court. Garrett was a force in the post, grabbing crucial rebounds and making big stops on defense. He used his height and strength to shut down plays and give us the edge that we needed on the court. The growth he's shown since last season has been nothing short of incredible. Garrett, you've played a major role in our success this season, so the second Bantam S goes to Garrett Dodge. Our third and final award is our Sportsmanship Award. This Sportsmanship Award goes to a player who truly embodied what it means to be a Spartan. Herman always brought a positive attitude, supported his teammates from the bench, and did whatever needed to be done, whether he was playing or not. After each game, he cleaned up after his teammates and triple-checked the locker room to make sure no one forgot anything. Due to league rules, he couldn't participate in RSEQ games, but that never stopped him from showing up and cheering on his team every single time. In October, he was given the option to move up to Miss Lamont's D41 team, but he chose to stay with the Bantam boys, and we're so glad he did. When he got the chance to play at the Stansted Jamboree and in Ottawa, he gave it his all and kept working to improve his game. For his constant support, positivity, and true Spartan spirit, the Sportsmanship Award goes to Herman Valdez Chavaria.
Next program to be recognized, U18 Hockey, Mr. Delorme.
You really know how to make a guy feel special. Good evening, Spartans. First off, I'd like to say thank you, Mr. Ryu, all the hockey coaches, and especially Coach Joseph for all their help this season. Okay, thank you, I know, thank you. Today, I have the pleasure of talking to you about our U18 hockey team. With 23 league games, a solid record of 15 wins, 6 losses, 2 ties, and, well, 2 tournament participations. A season that has been nothing short of memorable. Last year was the first step in upping this program's level of competition, and I can say without a doubt that this year, this group of boys made sure this program took another step. We kicked things off pretty strong this year. Actually, really strong. Before the puck even dropped, the boys were presented with a little extra motivation. Go undefeated and find yourself invited to my wedding. Now, I'll admit, for a brief moment, I was getting a little nervous. I mean, a 7-0 start. Really? I began mentally preparing myself for 18 less desirably dressed guests showing up at my wedding in a combination of mismatched suits and, well, questionable footwear, Garfield. But thankfully, for me and everybody else on the guest list, their first loss came right before Christmas. My Christmas gift. After the break, the team only needed 1 game to shake off the holiday rust. January was dominant. We dropped only 1 game the entire month. The boys were dialed in, focused, hungry. And then February brought a different kind of challenge. We find ourselves in Chicoutimi, Valentine's Day weekend in northern Quebec. And instead of chocolates and roses, we get snowstorms and a tournament that just didn't quite go our way. We lost all 3 games that weekend. It's a really long way to go. But gained something far more valuable: team chemistry, time together. A reminder that the game is about more than just the wins and the losses. It's about what happens when things don't quite go your way. And now here we are, on the brink of playoffs. The stage is set and puck drops tomorrow. And I'll ask you one question. How far do you want to take this thing? There are a lot of moments this season that I'll remember, some that I won't share tonight. You're welcome, Garfield. Some of them are on the ice and most of them are not. There are way too many of them to mention, but I will say, the bus rides. My gosh, the bus rides. With JF and Walker reminding us every time that while they might not have the best singing voices, they're gonna sing anyway. Loudly, relentlessly, off-key. Noise-canceling headphones became an absolute must for every bus trip. And making sure that everywhere we stopped for dinner, there was a Starbucks nearby, because gotta look out for myself. And someone else. But in all seriousness, what stands out the most is the heart of this team. The grit, the laughs, the commitment, the ability to lift each other up game after game, practice after practice, from that first win back in November to where we stand today. I am proud of you. You'll never hear that again. And I hope you are proud of yourselves. And I hope you're ready, because I don't think you guys are done just yet. As I present the awards, I ask and hope that you hold your applause until the end. You won't, but I have to say it anyway. And the 4 recipients will all be able to come up together. This evening, we are awarding 2 senior S's and co-awarding the Sportsmanship Award. While 4 people are being recognized this evening, it is important to know that this season does not unfold without each and every one of you. You all played a part in this season. This team is not made up of 4 players. It's made up of all 18 of you. The Sportsmanship Award is presented to 2 players who emerged early as leaders in their own way. One of the biggest things for us as coaches this year was consistency. And these 2 understood what was expected of them and how we wanted them to play. That realization didn't start on day 1, but they got there. And when they got it, they got it. It is their consistency that allowed them to develop into the players that they are today. As coaches, we never have to wonder what effort level we're going to get, and we always know that we can rely on them in any situation. We are pleased to award both Blake Donano and Anthony Rambotis with this sportsmanship award for their dedication, their determination, their consistency, and their overall approach to games and practices. Really? All right, good job. Our first senior S this evening goes to someone who I can confidently say there were some games that were wins that would not have been wins had it not been for this person. His reliability when a save was needed really allowed his teammates to settle in, especially during a slow start. A senior S to Louis Sullivan. Our final senior S goes to a player who exhibited everything we were looking for from him. Leadership, commitment, consistency, all qualities that make up a good hockey player. Oh, and, well, leading the team in scoring with 28 points, 21 of those being goals, doesn't hurt either. A senior S to Josh Seaback. Congratulations.
Next program to be recognized, Senior Boys D41 Basketball, Miss Lamont.
Good evening, everyone. I had the honor of coaching the Senior Boys D41 basketball team this season. Now, let me start by saying this team was unlike any other. We had players from grade 8 all the way to grade 12 on this Senior Boys D41 team. The range of skill levels was just as wide, but what they all had in common was heart. No, we didn't make the playoffs, and no, we didn't win a lot of games, but here's what we did do. We improved. Most of our players showed up to every practice and game with a great attitude, ready to work, ready to listen, and ready to learn. Some days, they were more ready to ask, "Are we scrimmaging today?" than to run drills. But hey, that's basketball. As a coach, there's nothing more gratifying than watching players grow. I'm talking about growth in their understanding of the game, in their decision-making, their communication, and in how they supported each other as teammates. I saw players take risks, ask questions, and bounce back from tough games. I saw younger players step up and older players lead by example. That kind of development doesn't always show up in the stats, but to me, it means everything. So to the boys, thank you for putting in the work, even when the results didn't come easily. You made this season meaningful. I'm proud of the progress you made, and I'm even more excited for what you'll carry into next season. Whether that's with Senior Boys D41 basketball, or in another sport, or wherever life takes you. Special thanks to Mr. Wong, my co-game coach, and to Mr. Spurk and all the staff, and to the families that came to support us and fans throughout the year. We may not have won or walked away with a trophy, but we walked away better, and that's a win in my book. Thank you. I will award 2 senior S's and a sportsmanship award, so you all come up at the end. All right. The first Senior S goes to a player who showed remarkable growth this season. Though new to the sport, he made the most improvement by playing to his strengths, staying disciplined, and consistently showing a willingness to listen and learn. His coachable attitude and steady progress made him a valuable part of the team. This Senior S is awarded to Baron Trottier. The second Senior S and Sportsmanship Award goes to a player that brought unmatched grit and tenacity to the team this season. Despite coming in with limited basketball experience, he quickly became a leader through his fierce play, relentless energy, and never quit attitude. His commitment to hard work and team spirit made a lasting impact on the group. The Senior S and Sportsmanship Award goes to Noah Grenier.
Next program is the first programmer of the night that can give a Major S award. Like in the fall, we recognize Major S awards with a standing ovation. Our next program to be recognized is the squash team, Miss Campbell.
Carmen, just feel the love. Greetings. I personally want to take this time to thank Mr. Daniel Boisvert for always being there, supporting us as a team, me as a rookie coach, providing advice and game strategy, and ensuring we had everything we needed. Mostly, it was incredible to have him go with us to BCS and watch the kids play. Greatly done, Mr. Boisvert. What a season. I can say that with some shock because all I knew about rugby, see? that squash thing was the racket. We had players ranging from what is a squash racket to seasoned veterans. And yet, the real magic happened off the court. And without any sarcasm, and I mean this quite sincerely, it was because of the rapport our kids formed with the BCS kids and the fun they had just being together, which led to Annie's questionable TikTok dance videos, Henrik begging to go play because of his German buddies on the other side, Matt's and Hugo's Chinese flow all the time. The international flair was quite interesting. All in all, many cutesy little moments. To my team, whether you were brand new or an old pro, you were all incredible to work with. And I can't thank you enough for your patience and your guidance for this very much rookie out in La La Land coach. I am very, truly proud of all of you. Now, you did it for what's his name, so please do it for me. Do not clap. That's what applause means, okay? Clap. Until the Senior S and Sportsmanship recipients come to the front. Ren has been a rock for the team. bringing an unflappable mindset to every match and setting the standard for composure under pressure. His steady, focused approach made him a formidable opponent, so much so that the BCS players were dying to crack his school. They didn't succeed. Ren's ability to stay calm, adapt, and compete at a high level made him a key player and a respected leader on the court. His senior S is a testament to his dedication, skill, and unwavering presence throughout the season. Well-earned, Ren. Annie Banani has been the undeniable epitome of sportsmanship, striking the perfect balance between fierce competition and pure entertainment. Whether it was her impromptu on-court pirouettes or her ability to win with humility and lose gracefully, she embodied what it truly means to be an athlete who understands that there is no I in the word team. Annie showed respect for her opponents, uplifted her teammates, and kept the spirit of the game alive with her infectious energy. This sportsmanship award is a well-deserved recognition of her talent, character, and unforgettable presence on and off the court. Bravo, Annie. Matthew has shown incredible growth this season, learning to control his facial expressions to deflect his opponents during competition while maintaining his trademark intensity on the court. He gave every match his all, no matter the challenge, and never left a court with dry clothing. That's how hard he played. His determination and resilience made him a tough competitor and a valued teammate. This senior S recognizes his hard work, perseverance, and commitment to the game. Well done, Matt. Please come forward and collect your awards. Team captain, named athlete of the week. This major S comes as no surprise. Roger has been an outstanding leader for the squash team, demonstrating exceptional dedication and guidance on and off the court. He unquestionably was the squash coach, and I just got to do the adult stuff when he told me to. Roger provided support and motivation to those around him and delivered impressive performances in competition, putting BCS's top player on alert more than once. Roger's commitment, sportsmanship, and competitive spirit have been invaluable, and this major S is a well-deserved recognition of his contribution to our team. You rock, Roger. Please come get your major S.
Next program is the first program of the night, then give not only a Major S award, but also an MVP trophy. At these assemblies, we recognize MVP trophy winners with a standing ovation. Next program to be recognized, swimming, Miss Baker.
This was an excellent season for our swim team. After not having enough participants last year to even form a team, I was unsure if we could pull one together this year. However, from the very first day, we had a highly enthusiastic group of 12 individuals eager to take on the water. Despite needing to travel to and from Magog 3 times a week, which is a total of 3 hours of driving every single week for practice, none of them were deterred. Even though the pool was closed for the first 2 weeks and we had to practice swimming in Mackay, that's not a pool, everyone was still motivated to be part of the team. We didn't have any competitions until January, so the first 2 months was just swimming laps, hoping for a competition, and we only had 5 competitions in total, which limited our opportunities to showcase the team's skills. Additionally, we were competing against teams with 2 or 3 times as many members as we had, and in a sport that is based on an accumulation of points over time, it was nearly impossible for us to win. We did in fact come in 4th, but the team never gave up. We tried our hardest, and that nothing stopped us from having a fantastic season. Swim team, you guys did amazing. I'm very proud of you, and you should all be very proud of yourselves. On to the awards. I have a handful of Bantam Junior and Senior S awards and a sportsmanship. So like with the other ones, if you guys could hold your applause till the end, and then everyone who I name can come up at the same time. So, starting with the S awards. For her hard work and determination to always do her best and keep improving, Emmanuel Alexandre is awarded a Bantam S. For his perseverance in the pool and his willingness to keep trying his best, Will Neposh is awarded a Junior S. Optimistic attitude and friendly demeanor towards all the other teams, Isabella Cardenas is awarded a Senior S. And for his determination to improve and never give up, Ziyu Wang is awarded a Senior S. And then the Sportsmanship Award is being awarded to 2 recipients, so co-rewarded. The first one motivated the team consistently, always keeping spirits high and helping the teammates improve their skills. So congratulations, Mila Fang. And the second recipient, though quieter, worked tirelessly to improve herself and inspire the team to strive for their best. So congratulations, Amber Kanatawat. award. We have 2 recipients, a boy and a girl. So we will start with the boy. So first, I would like to recognize not only the fastest swimmer on our team, but also probably the fastest swimmer in his age group at all of our competitions. I'm fairly certain he wasn't even going as fast as he could have in our competitions and still beat everyone by at least a lap. He consistently pushes himself to improve his strokes and his times. His determination to be the best he can be has served as a massive motivation for the entire team. Please join me in congratulating Ryan Chan. Sit down. Okay, our second MVP award winner is someone who consistently challenged herself to improve her speed and achieved remarkable success. She frequently finished in first or second place at all of our meets. She was quick to identify her main competitors and dedicated herself to outperforming them. Despite being one of the youngest members of the team, I have no doubt that she will continue to improve and become a powerhouse in the pool. Please join me in congratulating Laurel Dudley.
Good job, Laurel.
Next program to be recognized is the curling team, Mr. Planeta.
Thank you so much. My goodness. Thank you, Mr. Spurk. Good evening, Stansted. As we gather here today to celebrate our incredible winter season, couldn't be prouder to share about our curling team. Curling, as you may or may not know, isn't just a sport. It's a skill, a talent, and truly a ticket to new friendships, memories, and opportunities that can last a lifetime. I want to take a moment to reflect on just how far we've come. This year we had a full roster, a full bus, and took up more ice than ever. The momentum, enthusiasm, and skill displayed by our team was unmatched compared to previous years. I've been reluctant to say too much because I did not want to jinx it. To give you some idea of what I'm talking about, even though the weather was terrible this morning and I knew it was going to clear up this afternoon, I still didn't want to say anything to anybody because if I say something then it would have stormed all day. We began our season on the road with a 6-4 win against Galt, last year's champion, and I thought, great, a nice start to the year. Then we traveled to Lennoxville to play our arch rivals BCS, and we're normally kind of evenly matched with BCS, and we beat them 7-1. Then we drove to Danville to play Richmond, last year's silver medalist, and we beat them 9-0. And suddenly we had some momentum. We played Galt again to a 6-1 win. Richmond came to play us at home, and we won 9-2. And I jokingly said a few times the team probably thinks I'm the worst coach ever. I had such little to say to the players. The team was on cruise control. I was worried that my words would distract them from the success that they were having. It would be like talking to a pitcher during a no-hitter. We were undefeated for 7 straight games. Despite the success, everyone remained composed, confident, and supportive of one another, and I told them that if they went the season undefeated, that they could all go to Mr. Delorme's wedding. I hope that was okay. I didn't want to start any trouble. And with that news, we lost the last game of the season. And I can't prove it, but I think they may have thrown that game just to get out of the wedding. Anyway, I'm so proud of the season we had and proud of the progress that we made working with you to develop your curling skills. was the highlight of my winter. To those of you moving on, I encourage you to seek out a curling club in your future and continue to enjoy this sport. Unlike many sports that can wear and tear the body down, often curlers are throwing stones for most of their life, and I hope you will too. I'd be remiss if I did not take a moment for a few thank yous. Team Japan, Reno and Seiya took to the game right away. I remember asking them in the first week that we were at the club where they curled before, and it was their first time. It was so impressive. So thank you for being a part of the team, and I look forward to working with you again next year. Mavis Liu was a key piece of the puzzle this winter. Mavis was always looking to improve her skills, and I appreciate her diligent efforts this winter. Thank you, Mavis. And finally, just a few years ago, Mr. Liu was sitting right where you are right now, and he wanted to come back to campus this winter and help with team development. Thank you for your service, Mr. Liu. I have 3 awards to start, and you 3 can come up together. Every team needs a player like Lucy. She was on the team last year and knew the skills and strategies. This made her an excellent role model for our new players, patiently showing them the game. During scrimmages, she would play any position assigned to her. When she was under the weather, she would put on a mask and still come to the club to participate. She had perfect attendance. Sportsmanship, Sportswomanship Award to Lucy Liu. We're very lucky to have the 2 best sweepers in the league this winter. In curling, if you want the stone to travel further and straighter, it needs to be swept. Alvin and Mike were an excellent front end, a real 1-2 punch. Alvin's draw abilities as our lead set up each end depending if we were going on the offense or looking to steal, or if we needed defense and looking to guard. And then Mike's hitting and tapping abilities were unprecedented. He could hit and roll off of opposition stones or promote Alvin's guards to give us position on the 4-foot circle to put pressure on the opposition. Senior S awards to Alvin Kion and Mike Sun. Would you 3 please come up? Got it. I just have a couple more, and then I'll get out of your hair. This has been delightful, I must say. It's been a joy to watch Eric grow over the years. He showed what it takes to be a good teammate, how to stay calm, cool, and collected while winning, and even when his shots didn't go our way. Eric also turned into an excellent strategist. Curling is sometimes called chess on ice. Eric was always analyzing the situation and advising the team on the best course of action. Please join me in recognizing one of the best curlers in the league, a Major S award to Eric Zhang. Kayla has a quiet demeanor but possesses excellent strategic skills that shine through on the ice. A rising tide lifts all boats. She led by example and year after year elevated every Spartan she worked with. We would not have had the team we have now or the longest winning streak in ETIAC curling history without her as skip. Kayla makes Stansted proud as she exemplifies what true athleticism, leadership, and sportsmanship look like, both on and off the ice. May your new sweater be the reminder of what an instrumental leader you've become in shaping our team's success and the success of this program. Major S award to the smiling assassin, Kayla Lee.
Next program to be recognized, Prep Boys Hockey, Monsieur Magna.
Hi, everyone. Just before starting, I just want to take a second to thank you for Coach Guy, Coach Joseph, and James. Thank you guys for all your help and support this year. What a fun season we had. We kind of knew before starting that we had a good team on paper, but we soon realized how good we really are and what the expectation will be moving forward. From day one, we challenged the players to be ready every time they were at the rink. We overused the word consistency. It's easy to be good, but it's not easy to be good all the time. We redefined the players' view on what is a good practice, what is a good game, what is a good performance, what is versus a great performance. Everyone plays for the love of the game, but we also play to win. Winning is not easy, and that's why winning is so special. Everyone took the challenge and focused on getting better day after day. The guys really pushed themselves. They started to understand that they could have fun while giving 100% effort. We had to lose 2 semifinals to understand that every single play, every small detail, every action or non-action matters. 2 semifinals to understand how hard it is to be a winner. But like riders' breakaway chances, 3rd time's a charm. The team played great at the St. Andrews tournament. In the semifinal game, we came back from losing 0-2 early in the game to win 4-3. The next day, we played a solid game for 60 minutes to win the final. About 2 weeks ago, we finished off the way we all dreamed about, beating BCS in a high-emotion game in the semifinal, and then raising the cup after beating Selwyn House 3-1 in the final game. All of this could have not been possible without our leadership group. They were a huge part of our team's success this year. They were amazing. It all started with them. They led the way all year long, on and off the ice. They made our job a lot easier. Thank you, guys. Here are some highlights of the season. We won the regular season title. We won the St. Andrews tournament. We won the U17 CSSHL playoff, and we finished with a record of 42 wins and 11 losses in 53 games. Now I'll be awarding 3 Senior S Awards and 1 Sportsmanship Award. Please hold your applause. This year's Sportsmanship Award will have 2 recipients. 2 returning players that were given a small role early on and had every possible reason to be on the cruise control all year. They quickly proved me wrong. Their work ethic, effort, and engagement on and off the ice were an example for everybody else. Maybe less talented than some, they overachieved simply because they worked harder than most. They were an example for the team and a big part of our success without being on a score sheet all the time. The most effective PK duo in the league, Ryder Busto and Hubert Melançon. First Senior S Award. The first Senior S Award is going to a player that was a part of our leadership group even as a grade 10. With his high hockey IQ, he quickly adjusted his game to the prep level to become one of the most dominant players in his position. He was the most utilized player in the team. We used him in all situations. Assistant captain, Charles Généreux. The second Senior S Award is going to a player that came in ready. He made a plan in June last year and executed it perfectly. He was the glue that kept everyone together all year long, rain or shine. A true leader on and off the ice, played an honest game, fast and physical, while generating offense regularly. He finished with 66 points in only 46 games. The only thing he was not good at was playing good music in the locker room. Captain Emmanuel Gans. Please come up and receive your awards. You guys can come up. All right, third Senior S Award is also the recipient of the MVP trophy. This player has the ability to be a game changer, and he proved it a few times. His skating skills are at the top of his class. The package that comes with his speed makes him a very attractive player for the Q draft. He plays with grit, physicality, and has a scoring touch, and has the ability to make plays. He ranked #1 in the team with 37 goals, 71 points in 46 games, and as of today, MVP of the CSSHL, Liam Armit.
Next program to be recognized, Prep Girls Hockey, Mr. Auerbach.
All right, it goes without saying a big thank you to the entire hockey department. Without your work and your continued support, none of this would be possible. Thank you to all the teachers for the accommodations that you've made throughout the year, for your commitment and support of the ladies, and for all the friendly faces that came to visit us, both at home and on the road. It did not go unnoticed. A quick thank you to all the Varsity girls for being great big sisters the entire year and for showing us how it was done. And the biggest thank you of all to the Prep girls. Thank you for welcoming to Stansted and making me feel like like I was part of the community since day one. You've made every day that I've been at Stansted an absolute pleasure. Ladies, you must be sick of hearing it by now, but what are the odds? What are the odds that following the map will lead us off course? What are the odds that making the right decisions and not the easy decision won't lead to future success? What are the odds that if you search for those micro gains that they won't pay off in the end? This year was full of bumps and bruises, both literally and figuratively. We may not have had the most instant success that we were looking for, and we may have lost a few games along the way that we wish we hadn't. And things may have been a bit more uncomfortable than we had hoped for. However, my nails did not get painted. We did not spend Marty's money. But on March 16th, we were exactly where we should have been, in the position to defend and become back-to-back champions of the JWHL. The results in the X's and O's will never be what's important to me, and by now you all know that. Yes, we scored a lot of goals. Yes, we won a lot of games. And yes, we were league champions and are league champions. Rather, it's all the incredible strides that each and every one of you has made this year as students, people, and as players. You handed the baton off to your waiting teammate and let them continue where you left off for the benefit of the team. Now that the season is over, you can take a deep exhalation. Hopefully you can appreciate all of this. You now know that you have 17 sisters and a coaching staff that is incredibly proud of you. From a mistaken Starbucks order to several geography lessons to numerous baseline retests to countless air balls and finally what I think are the best hands on campus, I hope that you all cherish the moments together. I know I will. I would ask that all the award winners come up together and that we hold a round of applause until the end. Our co-sportsmanship winners can both be described as under the radar. Neither of them asks for anything, but they both give everything that they have for each other and those around them. Our first winner radiates positivity, friendliness, and still delivers some of the fiercest performances I've ever seen. Whether she stole the puck from an opponent, scored a goal, or got hit by a teammate shot in front of the net, she refused to be anything but bright and cheery. Congratulations, Jaden Bingham. We can wait till the end, please. Our second winner is someone who truly embodies a team-first mentality. Although her on-ice performances speak for themselves, it was really her early season setback that showed everyone what kind of person she is. She showed up to every team event, whether it was to ride the bike at 6 a.m., to pack the bus, to take stats, or to settle any homework debates that we had on the bus. Congratulations, Natalia Chenier. Now kicking off our Senior S winners. Our first winner is our youngest member of the team, but perhaps our most fierce. She played the final 3 weeks with her finger in a splint and delivered some of her best performances of the season. She definitely took her game to new heights in the playoffs. A true competitor who hates to lose but loves to see those around her succeed. Congratulations, Elizabeth Belanger. Our second Senior S Award winner is a true professional. From missing the full hockey season last year and rehabbing her injury to representing her country at the World Championships a year later, she led by example and set the tone every day in practice, on and off the ice. She's a true model of what relentless dedication to one's craft looks like. Congratulations, Antonia Thum. Our third Senior S winner is the definition of consistency. She makes everyone around her better on the ice and is always exactly where she needs to be supportive of her teammates. After missing 6 weeks of the season, she returned just in time for playoffs, again, exactly where she needed to be to make all of her teammates better. Congratulations, Keisha Zonin. Last but certainly not least, our final Senior S winner and team MVP, also our team captain. She's someone who puts herself and her wants and her needs and sometimes her personal health to the back burner for the benefit of the team. Regardless of how she was feeling that day, we knew that she was going to give the best of her abilities and the best effort possible. She's an unbelievable ambassador of Stansted College, a great representative of what a student athlete looks like, and I'm very proud that I got the chance to know her this year. Congratulations, Emily Labonte.
Next program to be recognized, Senior Girls Basketball, Miss Davis.
Hi, everybody. This was my first season coaching at Stansted, and I'm so lucky that Mr. Spark asked me to coach the senior girls basketball team with Mr. Kulikowski. So Mr. K and I became friends on and off the court pretty quickly, and he would often remark how great it was to always be on the same page when it came to basketball, which is pretty rare for coaches. He'd call it our ninja mind meld, and he was amazing to work with, and I'm very lucky that I had the time that we did. I would look down the bench, and he'd already be saying or doing exactly what I was thinking, and I miss him, and we miss him, and it was rough. So the girls on the senior basketball team are so brave and resilient, and I'm so proud of them for their incredible poise. These girls are the best, and I know that Mr. K would be proud of them. Our season was so fun. I mean, yes, that was awful, but our season was really fun, and we did a lot of winning, 30 games and 20 wins. So it was so many great games where it was close, and we pulled out the win, and that's good basketball. I love basketball, obviously, and I wanted these girls to love basketball. And I think they really do, and Mr. K and I discussed constantly that their love of basketball was paramount, and I think we succeeded. I love all of these girls so much, but they made me choose to recognize 6 of them tonight, so I'm lucky that I get to tell you why these girls are so deserving of this. For my Sportsmanship Award and my Senior S Awards, please wait until we read the names, all 4 names, and then you can come up and receive your awards, okay? All right. Charlotte Brand. So Charlotte was nicknamed the mother of our team by Mr. K, and I couldn't take Charlotte off the court. She was our #1 defensive player, and I couldn't do without her. She has heart and dedication, this contagious work ethic and drive and focus, and she's just the real deal. And thank you, Charlotte. Second one is Clara Buck-Thompson. Clara was easily the most improved player on our team, always early to practice, always stayed late to work on her skills. She worked so hard every day, and I'm so proud of her, this young starting center, and I can't wait to coach her remaining years here in her high school and basketball career. She knows how highly I regard her, and it's very well deserved. And Erica. Erica is such a good basketball player, Erica Ueno. She works incredibly hard. She shows up ready to play and gives her all. She's focused and skilled, and she has this contagious work ethic. Erica is wise beyond her years, and I'm lucky that she was such an important member of this team. And our sportsmanship award goes to Allie Morse. Allie brought her infectious smile and huge love for basketball to every moment with this team. She created an atmosphere of positivity and enthusiasm, and she was the first to arrive at practice and put in so much time honing her skills. Allie plays defense like her life depends on it. And that fierce determination and disregard for her own safety, it made for some really good plays, and every minute she had on the court counted. So thank you for being the incredible you, Allie. Okay. These are major. So my major S awards go to my 2 co-captains and my co-MVPs. So I couldn't, these girls, this was really hard. So Addie Pierce and Maya Carter-Allett are also my co-MVP winners. So Maya has a remarkable talent for making the impossible look easy. She catches everything you throw at her. Every pass she can catch out of nowhere. We relied heavily on Maya to win every game we did, and she's calm under pressure, and she's mature in clutch moments. She led by example, and I'm just lucky that she was here this year, so thank you, Maya. And Addie Pierce. Addie has one speed, and that's full speed. She's an incredibly kind and knowledgeable leader, and she's our senior co-captain point guard. And Addie had so much heart and tenacity, and she's so dedicated to the sport of basketball, and I'll miss her so much. So those are my major S's. Thank you, girls.
Next program to be recognized, Varsity Girls Hockey, Mr. Pim.
Good evening, and 4.5 minutes. We'll see. We'll see. It's a tall order for me, Mr. Spurk, but we'll do our best. I want to begin with thanks, congratulations to everybody here tonight. I try to get out as much as I can during the week to watch basketball, volleyball. Sorry, Carmi, I never got to see the squash, but I'm sure it was exhilarating. I have to start by saying thanks to James Ryu, our program director, who works tirelessly to get us all the resources we need to fulfill our potential. Thank you, James. I want to give thanks to Joe V for helping us on the ice way more than I ever imagined. Joe, you were key to our success this year. I have to give thanks to Alex and Nick for supporting our goalies, and of course, my assistant coach, goalie coach, Matt Chan, who is an amazing assistant coach, maybe the best I've ever had at any level. Your ability to connect with our players is unrivaled. And yes, Matt, next year, you will run the #1 power play in the nation. I have to thank Shannon, my wife, who is a tremendous in her support for me, Matt, and of course the girls who love you dearly. I want to give a shout out to our wellness center who support the girls when they get hurt and when they need emotional support. And despite the profile that we share on TikTok and Instagram, I can tell you that our girls needed their support more than you could ever imagine. I want to thank Monica and many of the TODs who stay up late in Webster and Cowan to just listen to the girls as they share in their struggle. And I want to thank Shannon G for broadcasting our year on Instagram or TikTok, such a huge recruiting tool. Thank you. I want to thank our girls' parents who support us almost unconditionally. I know that they don't always agree with me, but their support is obvious and heartfelt. And finally, I'm going to acknowledge and thank Mr. K, who always needed to be caught up on what we did every Monday morning. He'd flag me down in LeBaron, usually as we were having lunch. He was just so curious and so in awe about all of your accomplishments. So thank you, Adam, for taking such an interest in us. So I'm going to keep it short, and I'm not going to talk about Matt Chan's dad jokes on the bus, or Zoe's insistent determination to beat Matt in Wordle. I'm going to keep it short, and I'm not going to talk about Maxime's diabolical messy stall, Skylar's refusal to keep her tape where it belongs, or Skylar's incessant need to always be heard as we make our miles down the highway on the bus. I'm going to keep it short, and I'm not going to talk about our amazing game of bowling at the University of Minnesota and Shannon's amazing baking and birthday cakes shared in the dressing room after big wins. I'm going to keep it short, and I'm not going to talk about Misha's mind-numbing take on how Connor Bedard is the best player in the world. Or I'm going to keep it short, and I'm not going to talk about Miley LaForge's unbelievable singing voice. Mac, Berta, Axe, you're pretty sick too. I'm going to keep it short, and I'm not even going to talk about Rosa and P's fervent desire to answer all my Socratic questions in econ class. No, we simply don't have time to rehash Shannon's analysis of Matt's power play and Serge's trivial adolescent rages in the shopping parking lots. Just take my word for it, we had a lot of fun this year, on and off the ice. We won 50 games, we won a couple tournaments, we scored 310 goals and gave up 95. We had 17 college commitments, most of them at the Division I level, some in Canada for some of the most prolific programs in Canada, and some of the very, very, very best academic institutions at the Division III level. 80% of our roster is currently on the honor roll. These girls had an amazing season by all standards. Some who follow us watched us lose 3-1 in the JWHL Championship Final and might say that we didn't get it done. For me, it's a mistake to let one game define our team, our season. For me, getting it done means a lot more than winning our last game of the year, albeit the league championship. Getting it done for Axel Baudouin meant that she had to accept her role as our second goalie. She became an absolute superstar in this role by posting 30 wins against 2 losses, earning 16 shutouts. I might even be off by 1 or 2. Beyond that, she beat Northwood twice and came into relief for Joliane during our semifinal overtime win against Northwood in the JWHL Championship weekend. She's off to thrive in her next steps at Williams College, one of the most tremendous schools in the United States. Getting it done for Florence Blanchette meant accepting her role as one of our best defensive players, taking pride in killing penalties, being tough to play against, and initiating transition with great outlet passes. Every championship team needs players like Flo. She too was a superstar in her role and will play a major role in Concordia's quest to regain a national championship from Bishops, ironically, in the years to come. Getting it done for Annabelle Cormier meant accepting the fact that she would not play this year for health reasons, for concussion reasons, but became one of the most preeminent supportive teammates that we could ever imagine. Getting it done for Isabel Michaud meant adjusting to life in a structured environment with demanding coaches and teachers who expected her not only to score goals, but to get great grades as well. She was a star in her role and a tremendous support for us. Getting it done for Emma McIntyre meant digging in, coming back from a severely broken leg a couple of years ago to earn a college commitment, a spot on Team Atlantic, and starring in her role as our most dependable defensive player. Getting it done for Zoe Charland meant rebounding from getting released from Team Quebec not once, but twice, and still responding with a terrific season of two-way play that included getting an electric OT winner against Stony Creek, one of the best teams in North America. Getting it done for Charlie Papillon also included being gutted by Team Quebec's decision not to select her, despite a dominant performance in the summer camp. To her credit, like Paps always does, she came to the rink with a bounce in her step, a smile on her face, and led the way as one of our leading centers, winning faceoffs, killing penalties, and scoring key goals at key times. Getting it done for Emma Littner, who's not here with us tonight because she's at the Senior Women World Championships with Austria, meant scoring an absolute huge goal with 0.7 seconds left to tie the game against Stony Creek. She got the overtime winner against the BK Selects, who hadn't lost in 34 games and were ranked #1 in the United States at the time. And she got the overtime winner against Northwood in the JWHL semifinal. I'm sure Northwood's game plan was simply to shut down the Tremblay sisters and everything would be good. Little did they know that Berta Moseley and Emma Littner, 2 girls from Europe, would have something to say about that. Getting it done for Charlotte Lebrecht means earning her 2nd silver medal at Nationals for Team Quebec, a full scholarship to Holy Cross, scoring 25 goals this season, tying up and setting up the overtime winner against the vaunted BK Selects. Her pace, her compete, her sneaky skill is riveting. Getting it done for Laurie Aubin meant coming back from an eye injury that threatened her chances to ever play the game again. Laurie went on to score 22 goals, get 54 points, and had an amazing OT winner to win the championship in the Quebec City final against a great team in Limoilou. Getting it done for Berta Moseley meant being gutted by finding out that despite being offered an amazing opportunity to attend one of the best universities in the world, they changed their mind. It's unfortunate at our level that there's a bit of a business to it, and she learned that the hard way and carried through to win a gold medal with her country at the World Championships for Team Hungary, and like I said, score the tying goal in the 3rd period against Northwood in the semifinal. Getting it done for Skylar McLean meant scoring 15 goals, including 4 with the goalie pulled, 6-on-5 situations while earning a commitment to Utica College. Getting it done for Charlie Danks means pushing through a year of transition by earning her commitment to Dartmouth College while playing a role in our team that was unlike any role she'd ever played before. Charlie dug in, persevered, and got better every day, finishing up with 10 goals on the season. Getting it done finally for Miley LaForge meant pushing through a career-threatening condition related to concussions at the end of last year, being added to the varsity team at the start of this year, being added to Team Quebec, and gaining a commitment, like I said, to Dartmouth, while playing an amazing role as a two-way defenseman on our team. So hopefully now you see why getting it done transcends more than just one game, even when it was the last game of the year, the league championship final. One day, girls, we'll get our rings too, but until then, we will continue to take immense pride in getting it done and getting better each and every day. All right, I want to hand out our Senior S and Most Sportsmanlike Player Awards. And first, I want to start with Penelope Lavoie. Getting it done for Penelope meant grinding away in the gym every single morning. If any of you go there at 5:30 or 6 in the morning, you'll see her there. To earn her spot on Team Quebec, albeit as a forward when she's normally a defenseman, and she still earned her way on Team Quebec's power play for the silver medal winning Team Quebec at the Nationals, becoming one of our most reliable players on defense, a true threat to score every game. Congratulations on your Senior S, Penelope. For Miley Peon, getting it done meant leading our team in scoring for all defense with 17 goals and 30 assists for 47 points, despite never feeling like she was playing her best. She scored some big goals, including an OT winner against Northwood early in the season. She also turned into a dominant penalty killer, using her reach and intelligence to our advantage. She's committed to St. Cloud. She's a Team Canada cut, and she kept coming. She kept coming no matter what. I think the theme I'm trying to say is that despite what's shown on Instagram and TikTok, all of these girls have suffered through true adversity. So she'll be going to St. Cloud next year to play in the toughest conference in the NCAA. Congratulations on your Senior S, Miley. For Isa McPhee, getting it done meant keeping me calm on the bench in the most stressful and competitive moments while fulfilling her potential on the ice as the most complete player on defense. This year's journey also started for her having to have the courage to turn down two full scholarships to play in the United States and choose to play in Canada at Mount Royal University in Calgary. Congratulations on your Senior S and Most Sportsmanlike Player, Isa. Okay, now I want to announce our Major S's and MVP. You heard her speak today about the definition of success in getting better and setting new goals. Getting it done for Rosalie Tremblay meant finding time to visit numerous powerhouse programs in the fall before choosing the 7th-time, maybe the 8th-time national champion Wisconsin, leading Team Quebec to a hard-fought silver against the vaunted Team Ontario at Nationals, making Team Canada as an underager, winning gold in Finland against our rivals in Team USA, leading us to victory, our own team, at Quebec City tournament against CEGEP powerhouse Limoilou, and keeping Maxim calm and collected in the big moments while generating 95 points herself on 10 less games than anyone else. Congratulations, Rosalie, for earning a Senior S for this season. Major S. Pardon?
What was that?
Our second major S goes to Jolianne Tremblay. Getting it done for Jolianne meant that she played the most of our toughest games against the best opponents in North America, getting wins against number 1 ranked BK Select, number 2 ranked Stony Creek Sabres. Along the way, she battled through health issues and still earned Division I offers at some of the very best schools in the United States before settling for Amherst College, an academic and hockey powerhouse at the Div 3 level. Congratulations, Jolianne, for earning your Major S this season. For our last Major S and MVP of the season, Max Tremblay gets it done. Despite a tough month of June last summer, where one of her dreams of attending a university with her best friend was changed fairly suddenly, Max Tremblay came to, our captain, came back to Stansted to lead our team with 64 goals, 114 points, 2 tournament titles, a new commitment to Boston College. I've coached her for 4 years. She showed up as one of the, I don't know if I'm allowed to say skinny, but thinnest kids. Didn't look like much of a hockey player off the ice, and has just blossomed and flourished into one of the best players her age in North America. For me, to call somebody a friend means that I admire and respect them. After 4 years together, Max, as I see you grow up and flourish in your time here at Stansted, I'm so happy to call you my friend and will continue to watch you flourish in the future. Congratulations on your Major S and being this year's Spartan MVP.
I think that was closer to 5, Bernie. Next program to speak, senior boys basketball, Mr. Van Dyke.
Thank you, Mr. Spurk. Thank you to Mr. Spurk and Danielle and Skittles crew, of course, for all they did for basketball this season. And a huge thank you to Mr. Blair, who coached with me this year. Last June, I asked Mr. Blair, who, and most people do not know this, has decades of basketball coaching experience. I asked him if he would make his long-awaited return to the court and coach senior boys with me. He did not hesitate for a second. He immediately, enthusiastically said yes, and I cannot imagine these past 5 months without his expertise, his passion, and his friendship. So on behalf of the boys, and especially on behalf of me, thank you, Mr. Blair, for everything. So I would like to give the awards first so I can finish my speech with my favorite part, which is talking about the season and talking about the entire team. First, the Sportsmanship Award and 2 Senior S Awards. I'll talk about all 3 of you. You'll come up together, and yes, you can clap after you hear their names. The Sportsmanship Award goes to the consummate teammate, but also to someone who improved enough this year to jockey for a starting position. He won the most hard hat awards this season, and he may well be the most coachable athlete I have ever coached. Sportsmanship Award to Luc Delabriere. The 2 Senior S's go to the 2 most consistent, dependable, well-rounded players on this year's team. From November to March, They never took a day off. Their commitment, basketball IQ, and insane work rates made us better in every facet of the game of basketball. It's a luxury as a coach when you can take all those tireless, day in, day out, jack-of-all-trades contributions for granted. But I'm not taking it for granted today. Senior S Awards to Augie Palacios and Josh Littman. Come on up, receive your awards, and bring Luke with you, please. Where's my stuff? The lone Major S, as well as the EC Amaron MVP trophy, goes to our most dominant player. Although we started the year a little slow, he hit his stride in January. From that point on, he was a consistent force. By season's end, he led the team in points, he led the team in rebounds, and he probably led the entire league in blowing up defenders on his way to the rim. Major S and MVP to Bo Bailey. Come on up. So this player is going to hate me reminding people of this story. But if you were at the teachers versus prefect basketball game just before March break, you probably remember Petito on a fast break with only one teacher back to protect the rim. And that teacher happens to be Miss Lamont's husband, Adrian. Adrian is the biggest, strongest human that I know. Now Petito, 5'6", 140 pounds soaking wet. Petito, he doesn't care who it is. He takes it right at Adrian. He launches himself up, releases his best layup high and wide. And Adrian does something I've never seen on a basketball court. He rises up like Godzilla with two hands, not one, with two hands, and he catches the ball and he pile drives it straight down onto the floor. The crowd goes, he leaves a dent in the floor. The crowd goes insane. The teachers lose their minds. Even Petito's fellow prefects are going nuts on the bench. It was probably the most demoralizing blocked shot I've ever seen in my life. But that is not the important part of the story. The important part is what Petito did 10 minutes later when he found himself on another fast break layup with one teacher to beat. The important part is that he ignored what happened the last time, he gathered his courage, and he went for it again. Now, did he make the shot? I'll tell you later, because that's not the point. The point is he was fearless, he got up off the mat, and he took the shot again. And this is the perfect story to describe our team this year, because the basketball gods pile drove us into ground quite a few times this season. In the finals of our SIT Invitational versus a higher division team, we played amazing, but lost a coin flip game 39-38. 2 weeks later, against a top team in the league, we played amazing again. We're up 43-40 with 16 seconds left in the game. Thanks to a minor official mistake and a crazy turnover, we lose a heartbreaker in overtime. Early February versus LaRousse, we play amazing yet again in hostile territory, up 53-52 with 30 seconds left, and lose another heartbreaker when they hit a lucky garbage last-second three-pointer. And finally, again at the RSEQ semifinals, playing our best game of the year, we're tied 41-41 against the undefeated #1 ranked team. They've never lost. and we lose another heartbreaker when they hit an unlikely floater with only 5 seconds left. So if you're keeping score, that's 4 heartbreakers. 4 out of 4 Disney fairy tale endings that all went against us. Not once did we catch the break or get the call or have the bounce go our way. But every single time, no matter how pissed off or demoralized you guys were, you boys didn't whine, you didn't give up, you shook it off, just like Petito, and played even harder the next game. Team-wide perseverance like this is rare. It shows real character and says a lot about what kind of team you were and what kind of young men you are. Now, some good news is this season was more than just heartbreaking endings. Handing BCS their only loss in league play will always make me smile. Beating Grey Academy by 9 at Case after losing them by 19 early in the tournament, another great memory. And I am also insanely proud of how you boys always raise your level against top competition. 3 times this season, we played a team that was undefeated in league play. And every time you brought your absolute best. Some teams shrink under the brightest lights. You guys, you wanted the challenge, you rose to the occasion every time. Last thing before I go, each of you need to know why Coach Blair and I are so proud of you. Josh, you were the most versatile player on the team. We asked you to play 1 through 4. You never complained. You always got it done. Daniel, you improved your defense and passing so much compared to last year. I know it was not easy to change. I appreciate how much you grew. Luke, you play sports without ego. Very few humans can say the same thing. Jeremiah, you are disruptive, meaning you are so athletic and competitive that anyone bringing the ball into your area is going to be disrupted in one way or another. Bo, you're a natural scorer and rebounder, but just as importantly, you worked all year to improve your defense. Jeremy, you were the most improved player on this team. You gained offensive confidence, you became an elite shot blocker, and you were a huge contributor to the positive team vibe. Augie, your motor never quits. You never jog from baseline to baseline. You always sprint. Petito, I love how much you cared about the success of the team, and I appreciate how brutally honest you always were with me during our TOD basketball sessions. Emilio, you're the best lockdown defender on the team. Your defensive intensity was second to none, and I loved how happy you were just to play the game that you love. And finally, Victor, as captain, you're an inclusive leader. You love the game, you play it unselfishly, and I'll always respect how hard you played no matter how much your back was absolutely killing you. Gentlemen, thank you all for a season I will not soon forget. It meant so much to me that you all worked so hard and cared so much. And yes, that shot that Petito took, he did make it. Have a good night.
Our second to last program to be recognized, Varsity Boys Hockey, Mr. Thompson.
All right, before I get into the on-paper speech, very quick shout out to Serge, Jean Pelletier, all the other Bell Horizon bus drivers. Winter is winter in Canada, and this is the anniversary week of the bus crash with the Humboldt Broncos, so a good time just to recognize their effort. Thank you to Adrian, Strength Program. I think it's the best we've ever had this year, so that was fantastic. A special thank you to the best iPad movie watching coach in the business. Coach Vanas, I say it yearly, but the audience changes. Being able to do this job with someone that's a true friend is always a pleasure. Secondly, thanks to our captains, David and Zach. It's very difficult to lead fellow teenagers, and you guys put your heart and your soul into trying to do this every single day, so thank you. Finally, thank you to our seniors, and in particular, thank you to our returning seniors. Hockey right now is an ever-changing environment. You showed loyalty to your friends, to your school. Selfishly, you showed it to me. Your success this year is a blueprint for the importance of finishing what you start. So today officially marks the end of our season. From Stansted to New Brunswick to Minnesota, all the way around New England, from September in our first practice until our last game in Lake Placid. We have shared dab-worthy wins, highlight goals, laughs at each other's expense, and even the odd footy moment. Above all, we shared an experience that's hard to replicate in any other setting due to your closeness and your friendships. You arrived here and took on the challenge to be student athletes, and on our Term 2 report cards, 14 of you achieved an average of 80% or above, which is a testament to your efforts and your commitment to being more than just an athlete. So much what I love in my job is that I get to interact with passionate and serious teenagers. Teenagers get a bad rap from people on the outside that don't interact with them on a daily basis, but your passion for what you do is a motivating factor for those who work with you and those who try to make you better. I never had to chase you to show up to practice because your commitment to improving your own game always brought you to the rink. At times, our collective passion caused conflict, and on occasion, your actions showed immaturity. But your individual breakthroughs and our team victories are rooted in those moments of learning. Our success in life never comes without a little bit of struggle. As your coach, I can pinpoint times during practice and games where your individual skill wowed me, or when I couldn't help but notice how much you were improving on a particular skill or a particular aspect of your game. But beyond that, I can hear the conversations where I knew you weren't only hearing, but you were actually listening. When I reflect back on some of our larger team chats, I realized they had little to do with the X and O of hockey and more to do with reacting to setback or how to manage ourselves in stressful or emotional situations. I hope that when these moments present themselves in the future, you will draw from these conversations and react with the right intentions. Our season did not have a storybook ending, but if you only read the last chapter of a book, you can appreciate the work and the adventures of the characters in the story. I promise you that if you were able to read the other chapter in the book, you would be able to be both entertained and impressed with the season that we had. Thank you, boys, for another wonderful season of Stansted hockey. You had big wins, individual victories, support for each other, and you represented the school well. I'm going to first give out a sportsmanship award and then have them come up. So our sportsmanship award is being presented to Brody Malloy. Brody is a definition of a model teammate. This season he showed maturity, pride, determination, respect, and above all, a love for his teammates and the game. Brody plays the game with class. And frankly, he's the type of player that any coach would like. Obviously, Brody has spent a lot of the year injured, but there was a smile on his face every single day. So Sportsmanship Award, Brody Malloy. The next award will be our first Major S award, and it goes to a student athlete who showed tremendous improvement from grade 11 to grade 12. He improved his goal count from 5 in grade 11 to 36 in grade 12, while being an ultra dependable player off the puck as well. Ryan lives up to being a coach's kid. He shows up, works hard, and is a trustworthy and great teammate. An all-around gymnast to an elite all-around hockey player, Major S, Ryan Dwyer. Our next award, Major S, goes to a student athlete who is dominant amongst his peers. When it comes to on-ice skills or skating, he has next-level talent. There's no denying this. Malik's influence on our team, despite being our youngest player, was enormous. His future is bright, and his constant desire to improve will continue to set him apart. Major S, Malik L'Italien. Next award is a Major S given to an offensive player who brought vision, pace, and fun to everything that he did with the puck. Zach's offensive talent speaks for itself as he finished the year with 104 points. Beyond the stat sheet, I will forever be impressed with Zach's desire to learn to lead. No one will ever know the amount of conversations that we had discussing leadership and trying to deal with the immaturity of his teammates at time. Major S, Zach Michaud. Next up is a Major S to a player who has a unique ability to score the goal that you need from a place that you didn't think you could score and in a dramatic fashion. An offensive force who finished the year with 110 points. Camille is a uniquely gifted young athlete, a place setter, a playmaker, a goal scorer, and a clutch player. Major S, Camille Shemrick. Finally, the Dodge Trophy for Excellence in Sportsmanship in Hockey will be co-awarded to Camille Shemrick and Zach Michaud.
And now, our 16th and final program of the night. Before I call her up, Miss Roby is also leaving us. And I just want to say that what she's done in her years with the senior girls volleyball team is remarkable. Went from, when I started it, a recreational program, then Shannon took over and tried her best to do a little more. But no one's taken this program to the level that it's seen better and with more enthusiasm and dedication than Miss Roby. It will be very hard to replace you, and we'll miss you. Thank you. Speaking for senior girls volleyball, Miss Robitaille.
So last one for you and for me. So bear with me, and sorry for being the last one. So tonight we're here to celebrate a team that has taken me on an emotional roller coaster this season. Intense stress, especially for me, the parents, pure adrenaline rushes, and of course a huge dose of pride. From the very start of the season, these girls proved that they were not just here to make easy passes and bumps. Oh no, games after game, they showed that they were well-oiled machine. Well, maybe not 100% oil. Sometimes it was harder to wake up on a Saturday morning to compete in a tournament, but when it was time to deliver, they were there. They went through a long season, but never gave up. Even after games where everything seems to go wrong, they will always come back on campus with a big smile and good food, because that's what we need to keep the team moral. What sets them apart is their resilience. Because yes, in sport, it's not always easy. There's times where everything goes smoothly, and others where it feels like someone put a curse on our team. But these girls, they didn't panic. Instead of crumbling, they learned to step up their game when it really mattered. Whether it was during the regular season, a tournament, or playoffs, they adapt, stuck together, and turned pressure into motivation. And let's talk about the playoffs. Wow, that was serious business. They show incredible fighting spirit, pushing their limits with every set. They kept their cool and played their best volleyball when it mattered the most. The result? A well-deserved conclusion with 3 honors: winning the Ottawa tournament, winning the season, and winning the playoffs. So a huge congratulations to the entire team. You've proven that not only you're great players, but you also help elevate our volleyball program, showing once again this year that our sport deserves to be taken seriously. So I would like to thank you all for your time and your passion. Thank you. Now we'll recognize some exceptional players, and I will ask you to come all together at the end. This year, 2 players truly stood out with their exceptional attitude and team spirit, and it's more than deserved that they receive the Sportsmanship Award together. First, Lauren. Even though an injury kept her off the court for much of the season, she never stopped showing an unwavering support for the team. Always present on the bench, she kept encouraging her teammates at every point, every set, every game. She kept the team sport high, and her support was a real driving force for everyone. Lauren, you truly deserve this honor. Next, Itsuho. It's impossible not to notice the cheerful nature of her natural kindness. She's so bubbly and full of life that everything she makes the moment brighter. But that was even more impressive is her ability to celebrate her teammates' successes with as much joy as her own little victories. After every practice, she didn't just leave. She stayed behind, work on her game. That proves that she was a true athlete, and she always looking to improve. And little secret for you tonight, she was one of my favorite this year. She's always smiling, always so joyful, and it's a pleasure to coach you. Congratulations to both of you for being shining example of sportsmanship. For Senior S, of course, no team can truly succeed without a rock-solid defense, and that's where our incredible libero, Elsa Leveillé, comes in. Elsa has been the ultimate last line of defense, the one who made sure no ball hit the floor without a fight. But Elsa wasn't just about skills. She brought a level of focus and intensity that kept everyone locked in. Whether it was offering smart advice, lifting her teammate after a tough rally, or simply leading by example with her commitment, her leadership, and her never quit attitude, she had a massive impact on this team. So for all these reasons, Elsa, you fully deserve this Senior S. You can come up. Now for this part, I will recognize these people individually with a major S. So let's take a moment to recognize a key player who truly left her mark in this program. Karime, the veteran of the squad, had improved year after year to become not only an outstanding player, but also a leader both on and off the court. Always present to set the tone, she made sure that the team spirit was high and that every teammate felt comfortable and included. One of her biggest improvements, many times throughout the season, she strung together crucial serves that helped secure key victories. And now, at the end of her journey at her school, she became an indispensable member of her program. I am incredibly grateful for everything she has brought to the court, and tonight I'm more than proud to recognize you individually. Okay. Another defensive, powerful addition to our team, Maddie, has been a true role at the net and an absolute force on the backcourt. Last year, I took the difficult decision to let her play in the junior team because, honestly, I couldn't see her improve with the team that I already had. This year, I put her in a totally different position, and it paid off. She was the kind of player who made coaching easy, always ready to listen, eager to improve, and consistently giving her all. She worked tirelessly to refine her skills. Whether it was a game-saving dig, a perfectly timed block, or simply a steady presence on the court, Maddie proved to be an irreplaceable part of the defensive lineup. So I want to recognize you. And finally, let's talk about our MVP, the player who not only ruled on the court, but also owned every single moment of this season. She didn't play volleyball, she is volleyball. You needed a big point, she delivered. You needed someone to boost the team morale, she cracked the joke. You need leadership, she was already 3 steps ahead, making sure everyone stayed focused and ready to win. As a captain, she led by example, never asked her teammate to do something she was not ready to do herself. Whether it was diving for impossible saves, keeping the energy high, or staring down at opponent with that, like I'm about to destroy you kind of look, she represents everything it means to be a competitor. You've been the rock of this team, the fearless leader, and the ultimate MVP. This season wouldn't be the same without you, and we're all grateful to have you leading us to so many victories. So for all of these reasons, you deserve the MVP award at the Major S.
Thank you, Ms. Ruby. Just before I let you go, news is in. Teachers and staff, you have a free dress day tomorrow. Thank Mr. Winquist and Hulk Adrian. Free dress, faculty and staff tomorrow. All All right, so that is the end of our Winter Athletic Assembly. Sincerely, hang on. It's really hard to sit for 2.5 hours and keep your focus. I'm very grateful for your comportment. You're awesome kids. Would all the award winners please stay behind for photos? That's Bantam S, Junior S, Senior S, Sportsmanship, Major S winners, and MVP trophy winners. Head to your houses. Have a good night.